Hi, it's Kiffin Bates here, and today I thought I would answer a question asked to me by Tim Duncan, and the question concerns being a pro se inventor and in particular looking for prior art. So for those of you who don't know, a pro se inventor is somebody who invents and then acquires a patent by themselves, i.e. they don't use a patent attorney in order to draft and prosecute the patent application. And the first thing I'd like to note really is that when you're a pro se inventor in the US, you get reduced fees. You pay half the rate that companies do. And so when you look at the cost of filing an application and doing all the paperwork, it actually works out cheaper than the average cost for paying for a prior art search. So as a pro se inventor, it doesn't really make sense to hire one of these outside companies to conduct a search for you. They typically start at about $2,000 and the price can go up from there depending on the complexity of the subject matter. So that's my first bit of advice. Don't pay someone else to do your search. Pay the examiner to do it. You're going to have to do that anyway. So then the only thing that remains really is, do you worry about wasting time drafting an application for an invention that somebody else has already claimed? And yes, time is valuable, so you do want to do a search yourself. Now, how do you go about doing that? Well, it's tricky because when people file patents at the patent office, they don't nicely index them for you so that you can find stuff very easily. If you have a concept, somebody else may have the same concept and the same invention, but they may have framed it in a different domain, and so there will be prior art, but you can't find it very easily. The thing to note is that patent examiners tend to only search the patent database for prior art, and then occasionally they go out and look at some popular books in the area, or even occasionally academic papers, but that's very, very rare. So from your point of view, really you need to search the patent database, and the USPTO's database is not very searchable. However, fortunately Google has a Google patent search page, and that one's pretty good. And then what I do is, as I'm drafting the patent application, I look at the sentences that I'm writing, and I occasionally go and tap a phrase that springs to mind into Google Patents and see if any of the first few hits look like they might describe what I'm doing. Most of the time they don't, occasionally they do. And so as you're drafting the patent, you get a better idea of where you might find other people have done similar stuff, and that's really it. But I would say that the patent search is an ongoing process. You do it during your drafting, and you stop drafting when you find that somebody else has already done it. It's as simple as that. I hope that's been useful, Tim, and I'll see the rest of you in the next video soon. Bye for now.